If you went to a South African school in the early 2000s, then there is a good chance you came across a monster called Pinky Pink. This terrifying creature lives rent-free in the minds of thousands of South African children, mostly young girls. According to this legend, if you go to the girls' bathroom alone, you may come across a being that looks like a young female child. This, of course, is simply a disguise meant to draw you in. Once you get close enough to the monster, it will use a knife to kill you. In some versions of the legend, Pinky Pink is wearing a school dress that's covered in blood, while in others, that's simply the color of its skin. Regardless of which version of the legend you believe, in all of them, once Pinky Pink kills you, it takes your body to a faraway and unknown place, somewhere you will never be found. The Kempton Park Hospital is arguably one of the most famous haunted locations in South Africa. The hospital was closed in 1996, although the exact reason why is unknown. This is strange because reports at the time state that the hospital was functioning perfectly and hundreds of thousands of rands in medical equipment was left behind, along with confidential patient information. Explorers who have been to the hospital claim that you can see spirits as well as hear the sounds of babies crying at night. This goes all the way back to the late 80s and early 90s, when a pediatrician working at the hospital was found to be faking his medical degrees. It's rumored that he caused the deaths of a number of babies. Other legends that surround the hospital are those of satanic rituals and hidden doors. Over the years, there have been many plans to reopen the hospital, but none of them have ever reached fruition. Now the hospital stands empty and heavily vandalized, with rumors that it will soon be destroyed.
I know a place that's peaceful and quiet, a place where animals play. It's called the forest, but every year we start forest fires. A careless match or cigarette and poof, fire. So the next time you're in the forest, be extra careful, okay?
If you knew it was me, would you have listened?
The Van Staden Bridge has a dark history, one that involves many untimely deaths. Since the bridge was built, it's been host to a large number of people who have wanted to take their own lives, with a number of them even succeeding. While many see this as simply a location where people choose to end it all, others see it as a place with supernatural abilities. These people believe that the bridge draws people who are emotionally weak towards it, and then causes them to jump off. For years, there have been rumors that satanic rituals take place below the bridge, with some even claiming that both animal sacrifices and human sacrifices are done here. Whether it's supernatural or not, it's clear that this bridge has a history of death surrounding it, which makes me wonder whether it's really cursed.
Listen to Remco's Baby Laugh a Lot. You're listening to Baby Laugh a Lot. She's the funniest doll you've ever seen. Just push the button and she starts to giggle. Get Baby Laugh a Lot by Remco.
Along the Higginson Highway in Durban, the ghost story of Highway Sheila is very popular. According to this legend, a woman in her early 20s walks along the highway waiting for someone to pick her up. If they do, they will be able to have a conversation with her about her life and how she died, before she completely disappears from the vehicle, leaving no trace that she was ever there. In other versions of the legend, she waits for drivers who are driving unsafely or speeding and then causes them to have vehicular accidents. Just like Pinky Pink, I believe that this is another cautionary tale, one that tries to force people to drive more safely. However, this particular story seems to have taken on a life of its own, changing from person to person. This type of story exists all over the world and is a version of what is known as the Woman in White story. Other examples of these stories are the Banshee and La Llorona.
Mattel's new baby secret. She whispers, just to you.
You're 81 hours away.
Her lips really move.
I want to tell you something.
It's almost unbelievable. Get Mattel's new baby secret so you can have fun keeping secrets together.
I know a secret. Do you?
That is...
The Richley House is arguably the most haunted house in Port Elizabeth. It was built in 1906, and over the past 118 years, many people have died in it. Those people are said to now haunt the building. Some of the spirits that have been encountered within the Richley House are a nun who's followed by the cries of a child, and a woman and her own child. While most of these spirits don't care about the humans who enter the house, there is one particularly malevolent one that appears in the staff quarters. This spirit is said to be violent and tries to strangle anyone it encounters, with many people nearly dying at its hands. Even though there are a number of people who believe the stories surrounding the Richley House, they still use it as a business premises today. Over the years, the home has been used for a number of different purposes, and if you're lucky, you may still be able to visit it.